Michael Tomlinson. I am an Americanteer. I'm happy to be here with you. Today is April the 13th, 2016. It's a Wednesday. Beautiful afternoon. I'm here at the Community Foundation Center. Awesome location. We're here to talk about the Americanteer movement. Americanteer is anyone who does a good deed, first and foremost. If you do anything good for your community, if you volunteer or you donate to charity, anything like that, we already see you as an Americanteer. Not only do we see you as an Americanteer, we want to pay you to be a better Americanteer by joining our movement, and that's the kind of exciting change that we are talking about with helping all Americans. Is we don't believe in the volunteer system so much as in recreating an Americanteer system. And in our system, we're all about paying back them hardworking Americans who contribute to their communities. So the word volunteer and this new movement in the new way is pretty much obsolete. You know, it does not really exist. There's no such thing as a free ride, and there's no such thing as getting something for nothing. Everything has a price, and every American has a purpose. And it's through this sense of purpose that we will help every American. The problem sometimes stems from waking up and not having anything to do. And we want to change all that, and we are going to change all that by giving everybody something to do, if they so choose to do it. And if you do, we will pay you. We will give you points that you can actually earn and spend and use in the future. So it's not like you can be doing anything for free. But we also firmly believe that freedom has a price, that freedom is not free. And with that being said, which means we're not going to strip away any kind of safety net that's out there. What we want to do is enhance all the safety nets out there to steer people in a better direction. It's almost like the system is rigged up to keep Americans locked down into a certain level of society, and it's like a wet blanket. And although the government thinks it's helping us, it's really hurting us. It's not helping us. It's keeping us in one spot. You're not allowing us to grow. You're not allowing Americans to go out there and get real jobs to counteract the subsidiary or substantial or anything outside the government programs they may be receiving, because you're going to strip them of that, which is unfair, because it's saying like, well, if you get a job, you can't receive SNAP. And well, if you can't receive SNAP and you don't make enough money in your job to pay for your food, then why get a job? I mean, these are the conflicts and the issues and conversations I have with real Americans. These are real issues, and so whenever the elitists or rich people want to talk about how maybe poor people are lazy or they don't have anything to do or they should be doing something, I mean, I'm here to tell you, they are not lazy people. They are amazing, extraordinary people willing to do anything they have to do, except that we as a government and as corporations have decided to let them control us instead of letting the people control the government. And through their control, they have basically have put out the light and they killed the dream. And we are here to reignite the dream, to bring it alive. And it is alive. It's alive in me, and if it's alive in me, it's going to be alive in you. Why not? I mean, that's my big thing, is why not? People are asking me, why do this? Why change? And I'm looking around saying, why not? Nothing else seems to be working. Everyone seems to be complaining there's not enough money, and people that do have money aren't really sharing it. So this is a whole different approach. With the candidacy and the presidency and everything going on right now, it's a very crucial turn for Americans. But now, I think at this point, compared to 4 years ago, even 3 years ago when I was talking, everyone felt established in their own belief system. Now, as this process is going through, I have a feeling more Americans are finding themselves partyless. They don't really agree with anyone anymore. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't agree with politicians either. It's already a broken system. So what we're doing is saying that other people that participate in a broken system are going to fix the same broken system they're participating in. And that's always been the problem with America in our politics and our policy, is that the reason nothing gets done is because we don't we haven't decided as Americans, as Americanteers, to say this has to stop. We have to revamp America, reboot, and redo. Okay, we as a people, it's our fault. It's not the government's fault. And that's the thing you have to just absorb with me for a second. It is our fault. We let them take the power from us. We gave it to them. We gave the corporations our pennies and our nickels and our dimes. We gave the government, we empowered them to do whatever they wanted to do, thinking they would serve our best interests. And little did we know, our best interest wasn't being served, nor were we paying attention to it. And the people that be in power are paying very much attention to what's going on, and they know that we're not paying attention. So they're just basically doing whatever they want to do. They see themselves as political elitists, separated from the American people, as though they have to serve in some kind of different capacity for everyone, and therefore they can't really think about the individual. And they, to me, those are the politics. That's a way of steering away from accountability. It's a way of steering away from responsibility. And we are here as Americanteers saying that's not going to happen anymore. We're not going to let you steer away from accountability and responsibility. You have a responsibility to your people, to your state, and you need to vote accordingly, okay? This is not a rogue cowboy situation where you get voted in and go to the White House and start to think and do things on your own. I know you think that people empowered you to do so, but that is not really what's happening. And the fact that you don't want to respond and report back in a real authentic way leaves it open for speculation, leaves it open for corruption. It confuses everyone. And it frustrates Americans because nothing's really getting done anymore. So yeah, freedom does have a price, and we are all paying that price. And we are not pawns. America, please listen to this. Let me be clear. You are not a pawn. Stop being a pawn to this system. It's a broken system. Why are you participating in it? Why are you being a pawn? Why are you choosing a side when all that is doing is just feeding into the fire of the brokenness? That's not going to fix anything to claim a party. It's only going to separate you from your family. It's going to separate you from your friends. It's going to separate you from society. And it's all built to isolate us and keep us from having a conversation with each other as Americans. And of course, the biggest threat to the government and corporations are people like me, who can step up and stand up and say enough is enough. And you may think that other organizations may be a threat, or charities, or groups, or a politician. They are not a threat, believe me. They are in the game with everybody else, and so it's just a part of it. They know how to build it, they know how to rig it, they know how to keep it broken, and to keep people like me down. And I have been standing up, and I'm still going to stand up every day to let people know that we do not sit still for this kind of stuff. We can do something, and we have a plan. We have a plan of action. We've been working on this plan for years, and that's the biggest difference between us, the Americanteers today, and the new groups that have been forming in the last year, 2 years, last 6 months, and people are speaking up all of a sudden, and we love the fact that people are speaking up, but we also understand that as Americanteers, we're proactive. We're talking about, people are now talking about things that we were talking about 2 years ago, and that's what proactive means, is that we don't wait for something to happen to become reactive to it. Like, we're not going to wait for the system to slap us across the face and then react and say it's all wrong and bad. We already knew it was all wrong and bad to begin with, and we were explicitly making that clear before someone could prove us right. And again, we keep getting proven right by politicians, corporations, that it does not work. And it doesn't, well, it works for them, okay? It works for a certain group of people in America, but it does not work for all Americans, and that's what's unfair. And amen. God bless America. Americanteer rocks. You can do it. Hell yeah. Today, right now, join. Be a part of it. Be extraordinary. Stop being ordinary. Stop agreeing with everybody. Disagree. Join us. Let's be free thinkers. Let's make change really happen.